Well, the pictures that you see on your screen is of a quadcopter which has been taken up to keep an eye on the hideout that is there. It was busted, and then yesterday there was high intensity explosion that took place at that hideout. And today, now again, we are seeing drones in action. Yesterday also there was a drone which was firing at that particular location where forces believe that these militants could be hiding. Remember, there has been an heightened alert where security forces are trying to make sure that able to do this operation as soon as possible. The operation is very much on. The forces are right now focused on making sure that they do not escape from this locality in the vicinity. That's why there has been a high presence of security forces. As you see on my right hand side, the continuous monitoring of the road is happening. This road has been blocked. The entire area has been cordoned from where we are. And from here, there is no access to the area further there. And that there you heard a massive explosion there happening, and this is something where the blast has once again taken place. Once again, trying to blast that hideout. It was a massive explosion. Seems like an explosive was planted there, and that blasted. And there you see now smoke rising from there, and now forces getting into action once again. We are seeing that use of heavy ammunition is being done, and that is basically to demolish that particular hideout. It's a massive IED explosion that took place right there. Well, yes, there was a massive explosion. Once again, the second explosion we have heard from yesterday, which took place. It seems like the attempt is to blow the entire, hideout where they were hiding. And one more blast, multiple blasts happening now. Multiple blasts happening now here, where firing has once again started. Firing has started once again. You can see firing has started once again, and there are blasts happening now at the spot. And you can see heavy firing is happening, and the intensity has certainly increased. And it seems like that forces have started to make this operation now go at a full pace, and this seems like that forces will now move with a high intensity on this operation after this blast. You can see on your screens that firing sound and also gunfire is being heard from here. You can see on your screens, my Major Bashir Loan will show you. These are the sounds and explosions that are taking place around that same place where, forces suspect that they are hiding. These are the UBGLs being fired, grenades being fired into between those trees to eliminate the hiding militant inside that particular area. You can see smoke is also rising from there. If you can see on your screen, this is where the smoke is rising. I'll ask my camera person to show you the exact spot of the area where the smoke is rising from. And, between those trees, if you zoom in through these apples, this is where actually the blast is taking, the center. This is where the blast is happening. This is where the action is taking place. This seems to be the final push of the army to eliminate this particular, attack, to make sure that, they're able to eliminate the hiding militants there. And that seems to be the plan right now. These are the exclusive visuals we are bringing to you from the ground zero, where firing continues, where, grenades are being hurled by a team of security forces on that particular location, and they're trying to corner them as soon as possible so that this operation could be ended, and those hiding there could be actually eliminated. Now forces have also swung into action in every side. That was one more blast that you heard. One more blast happening, and forces seem to be now launching a full-scale attack on that particular area. You see smoke blowing through that area, and then you can also see that large explosions taking place. There seems to be a final push by the security forces to make sure that they are able to end this particular attack that has taken place here. There are paramilitary forces around the area. Para was deployed, Para was engaged, and now the push is to end this particular operation. we have seen that three highly decorated officers, two from the, two more from the army. You can see on the screens that blasts are taking place now. It seems like they know the where they're hitting and where they want to hit. The grenades are actually hitting there, and this is the intensity of the operation. If you see on your screens, the intensity has certainly gone up, and everybody here is got alerted about the push that the forces are doing to make sure that they are able to end this particular operation, because the third day of this operation which is taking place here, and now it seems now that the final push towards that particular side is being done. You can hear that gun sounds also hearing that firing is also taking place at the same time simultaneously, and also grenades are being hurled right at that position. If my cameraman can close in and show you that this is what the firing is going on, the grenades are being hurled, and this is to corner that entire area where the operation is taking place. Though if this is a final push, this will take a while to complete it. One reason is that this is a high terrain, and it will take forces some time to reach there, and to take time to actually go there and take down the bodies if the militants have been eliminated. But massive firing taking place, and you can hear the gun sound between the trees, grenades being hurled, gunfire also taking place from all the sides. Forces are cornering them, and they are hitting the target right now. This is being done to make sure that they do not escape from the area, because they have a confirmed input that they are in this particular area, they are well there, and that is why massive operation like this is being undertaken by security forces. We haven't seen such kind of operation taking place from a very long time, but now it seems like the forces are geared up for this operation. The plan has been made, and there is a complete synergy to make sure that this is the final push that they have been wanting to do. It took a while for the forces to calibrate this operation, to come to a plan that how they are going about it, and today it's a day when they have decided to go with the final push, blast this particular part and blast them out if they are hiding in that particular area. And this is why now this kind of operation is taking place. They are trying to also do is keep the safety of the forces importantly there, and move out those who are in the vulnerable spots from this location, and at the same time blast fire at this location. And where you heard, you can see on your screens that spark coming out and hitting the target and hitting the area in this mountain. You might have seen those visuals very rarely where this kind of action takes place, and this is an operation where this kind of intensity of the operation is on. It's not that you get to see this kind of operation that the army undertakes in the mountains, because generally such operations take place in villages, in a rural or an urban part. But now that the militants have started to re-strategize and stay in the mountain peaks, that is why our armed forces are trying to attack and blast that particular spot where they could be hiding. You have seen that we saw flares there, and you can see that again. You can see that there are multiple grenades being launched on those particular areas, on that tree, multiple blasts taking place, and now it seems like the final push which forces have been talking about, while the drones are also hovering around that particular area, is also happening at the same time. So yes, forces swinging into action. There were multiple special teams of the army which are capable and who know how to deal with the situation are there, and because of the fact that this is a vast jungle, so forces might have not know that where exactly they are located. So that is why the entire area where this operation is taking place is being cleared. The grenades are being hurled, the firing is being done on that area. There are drones in the area which are also monitoring their movement, that if after these blasts, after these grenade attacks, if there is anything like that, they are moving or stepping out, the drones can catch them and know their about exact location. That's why these drones are also swinging into action now. and that is why you're seeing that the third eye is also being used. As I was talking about this earlier, that the use of third eye is something in this operation which has been very critical for the forces. One, because the drones provide the safety and security cover, and also an upper hand from the bird's eye view about the area that is there, and if there are any movements, forces can pick that up. We have been long talking about the advancement and the technology that the army needs. There seems like part of it is today visible in this operation that is taking place, here in Anantnag. We have also importantly talked about the sort of, deployments that have been made. Forces have surrounded this entire mountain circle. They want to make sure that because they cannot climb up to the steep mountain terrain, so they believe that the entire area around this area is their operational part, and that is where they want to stay focused. They want to attack that particular part, and they want to eliminate them, because they had an input that there is a hideout, and there is a hideout where these militants are hiding, and after which this massive operation was launched. But initially, if you know, the two decorated officers, one DSP were killed, and later on two army soldiers also were injured in that particular attack. But yes, now army police launching a combined assault on that particular area. They want to make sure that they are able to end this operation as soon as possible. That is why high intensity grenades, IEDs are being used, to make sure that this attack is cleared well on time, because if that gets prolonged, it will not only exhaust the forces, but also give enemy that time, that how long they want to stay in the area, for how long do they want to navigate through the area, so they don't give any slip. That's why this kind of operation has been launched here, to make sure that they do not escape from this vicinity. And you will also notice that forces have also gone on alert in this side, because this assault is something which they were preparing for, and then finally this assault has been done. And one has to see that what all things have happened during this particular operation, whether any militant has been killed so far, whether there are any more injuries to the forces. But as of now, officials are tight-lipped about this operation. They don't want to give out any operational details. They don't want to say anything about this operation that is taking place, because they want to definitely keep a element of surprise, and they want to make sure that they are able to do this operation very cleanly, and after that they will speak to the media as well.